Hello everyone, welcome back once again to this new tarot reading. This time I'm going to do Bumpides and Gfriends members kind of relationship connection. We know that mm, um, somehow Gfriend has been signed a while ago under Big Hit Entertainment. Um, so um, I'm not sure exactly about the details. I mean, I know that they remain under their label. I mean, I know it's not Big Hit entirely, but there's like a connection there. Sorry, there's like a business connection. It's like I believe it's okay to say that Banquidi is a very influential and important member of that company or of that business. So that's why a lot of people wanted to see how they view each other, what Banquidi thinks about the girls, and what the girls feel about him. Not in an emotional way, but more so like in a in a kind of business like relationship. So let's start. I have placed Vampiri in the left side of the reading, and Gfriend it's on the on the right side, and in the middle we have the relationship as an overall energy. Um, so for Pampidi, the cards that that came out, it's the Chariot, the Prince of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. So he definitely has been really active when it comes to signing the girls with under them. I believe he's really admirer of their work, and that I have no idea about the background story, how they met and stuff. So, as I always say, I'm uneducated in this aspect. I only guide myself by intuition. So, in the case that probably I'm mistaken by some facts, or I'm not like pronouncing it right, I mean, you can educate me in the comment section. Um, but I have the feeling that he had an eye on the girls for a long time, but in a very like almost like protective kind of interaction. It's like he really treasures them as individuals and also as a group. He believes definitely in their potential, and that they could accomplish a lot of things if they were like under the right management. And he definitely wants to get involved in that process if he hasn't already. But at this time, he wants to take things slow. He wants um, to influence them, and make them active and participated in his decision. He has been talking to a lot of them, individually and as a group, and he's really interested in knowing the girls, in knowing what they feel, how they think, what they want, or their aspirations are, um, and he's really interested in building like an emotional connection with the girls, making the girls feel safe, feel protected somehow, But right now he's taking a lot of time on his own and with the girls, like studying their work, what they have accomplished so far, and also like very going detail by detail, very detail orientated, and very slow and cautious because he has like some kind of plan, and this plan involves being patient and being really smart about the move that he wants to do by promoting the girls. He definitely has faith in them. He values them. He really likes them. He likes them as person, as people, and he also believes in them as artists. Um, I have the feeling that since the Queen of Cups came here, that he has some kind of motherly kind of vibe. He has that ability to be able to connect with his artists in a very emotional way. So that's why he takes his time to get to know the artist, or get to know the trainees, get to know the idols. He definitely takes a lot of time to study them, to study what their strengths are, what their defects are, what their flaws are, just to get to know them like in a very profound psychological kind of way. So I don't know if Pam PD has ever, like, if he has like a career that involves psychology, because he's really good at making like a strong connection, especially emotional connection with female trainees and also male trainees. It's like he's able to get to the core of their ambition, and he always tries to make his idols to reflect a lot on themselves, or about questioning them, and making them also reflect about why they are doing this, why they want to be in the industry, what their goals are as a group, and individually what their aspirations are. He's someone that is some kind of uh, his mind is very philosophic, so he's always setting these questions in his artist minds, like when you plant a seed, and he plants these questions, this reflection, so he can get like an insight about who these people are, because he knows that they are vulnerable when they approach to him, because they enter the business at a very like young age, so they do struggle with emotional stability and with self-esteem and not knowing who they are, and also having to work on sometimes integrating a concept, or sometimes developing their own stage persona, which very often is very different from what we see in I mean, their stage persona is not the same as what they are. Actually, a lot of people think that, for example, BTS is probably one of the groups that is probably the most genuine in the industry, and that they had based their career in this authenticity. But at the same time, we have to always be intelligent enough to understand that there's a part of themselves that we don't know, and that we as an audience and we as fans, we are not allowed to know, because there are some things that a human being needs to keep to themselves. So you can be really charismatic and you can be really authentic in front of a camera, but that doesn't mean that you display all your cards, and that you display, and that somehow the fandom knows them. Like, yes, I know who they are. I know who they are. Like, no, you don't, because each person is a mystery. So, and it's not a coincidence that they work in an industry that um, has so much public exposure. So if you were to be that authentic and that open, and would really open your heart up, and you would really show yourself in your truest colors, probably the audience wouldn't like you, because we all go through mood changes, we all go through good days and bad days. So I don't think that being in a public eye is the most safe place to show yourself, really, like show yourself for real, especially with the not so happy vibes, or not so happy days. So it's not that the idol or the celebrity is not authentic, it's just that it's called self-preservation, that we don't get to see everything from an artist. No matter how much you love them, you don't get to see it all, because you have no right to see it all, because you're not their family, because you're not their partner. Um, and there's a level of intimacy that you just don't get to see unless they let you in. And that takes a lot of time, and it takes a lot of like years of spending time together. And even after years, for example, of being in a relationship, you never get to know that person eventually. So with the idols, it happens the same. But when it comes to Bumpy D, he definitely wants to know what he can without being intrusive. He wants to really study his idols, or his artists' minds and hearts, how they work, what makes them tick, what they just like. Just he's just that curious about the human nature, and he wants to study them because he wants to be prepared in a case that if something happens to them, like, I don't know, maybe if they are stressed, or maybe something like a rumor happens, or something like that, it's not good for them, that he would know how to communicate with his artist, heart to heart, so he can help them to become and to overcome almost everything. So he always tries to set that the basement of the relationship for him. The base of the relationship for him is trust. So he definitely spends a lot of time building that emotional bond, and it's not in a creepy way, not because they are females, that is because he does it so he can manipulate them. No, he does it because he cares about them. He cares about all the people. But nevertheless, we have to consider that he is a businessman, so he obviously pours a lot of emotion connection in these kinds of relationships. But at the same time, he is a businessman, so if you are working for him, you have to give your best. He can be really smart and intelligent enough to tell you things like maybe not to tell you things in a bossy way. Maybe he will like give you like a philosophical kind of response, but at the same time, you know that he means it. You know that he wants things done because you're getting paid for it and he's paying you for it. So you have to be professional. You don't have to like, just because he is empathic or just because he is emotional connected to you, that he is not your boss. He's not the type that is so close to you that you consider him a friend. No, it's not like that. He's more so like a mentor. He's a mentor because his words and his way of thinking and analyzing things has like a profound effect on them. He just knows what to say. He knows how to communicate effectively. He knows how to get his message delivered, that it's delivered to you from a very profound place. So it's like his words get stuck in your head. He is a true believer that words are important. So he definitely takes time to express what he wants to express. So he can be honest and he can also be assertive. I believe he's a really assertive person. So when it comes to the girls, how they see him, we have the Ace of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands. The girls are really are really excited. They really want to give their all. They want to show their passion. They want to show their commitment. They are really ready for a new chapter. They want to do right. They are really excited by this opportunity. They feel really well taken care of by him. They truly respect him. Um, but at the same time, at this moment, like I have seen in the individual readings that I've done for them, there's a moment where they definitely feel like they are lacking stability, like somehow they want to start a new chapter, but it seems like they are still struggling with moving on. So they are like they are obviously, they are not, I don't know if they had recently presented themselves in an award show, or not award show, but maybe in some music show or something like that. They will eventually start to come out and show themselves as a group, but it's going to take a while, like I said, and it's going to be like brief and small moments. um and that's why they feel really like suffocated. They feel like they are being like they are like in a prison, so to say, because like they are being oppressed. um but it's just that everything, it's it's also psychological. It's not that it's been done to them physically. It's just that they feel that everything is happening really slow for them, and they definitely wish the circumstances were different, because they, from the beginning, they knew that they were going to work with him, that um, that it was going to be a chapter with a lot of work and with a lot of like activities and stuff, and somehow they had been like really um, like kept in a place, like I don't know if they are like probably like in a practice room, but I have the feeling that it's like they are in a room, or they are like in between four walls, and they are like you have to stay here, and you have to do this, and you have to follow this schedule, and you have to do this, and it's like they feel really oppressed. But also they feel the oppression of wanting to do right because they know that their this opportunity is a golden opportunity. So and they feel really grateful for it. So at the same time, for them, it's not a comfortable place to be in right now. Just start with this great opportunity, and all of a sudden, like having your career stopped or on a hold. Like stop, like let's wait a little bit. And so and if we have to add the pandemic, it's also something that adds to the pressure or feeling stuck or feeling like oppressed. So it's not that he makes them feel that way, but it's just the circumstances. um so for them, as a relationship overall, the cards that came out is the Ten of Cups, the Princess of Wands, and the Tower. So the Ten of Wands, the Ten of Cups is a really nice card because it's a card that talks about um, abundance, and talks about happiness and fulfillment, wish fulfillment, and like being celebrating as a family. So when it comes to emotions, they feel they will start feeling a little bit better, and they're going to overcome this, and they're going to be really happy and joyful, and they are going to feel really passionate about the projects that they're going to be doing. um, as I said, they have to connect with their passion, and I believe I have said it in a reading that I done for them, that somehow the new concept that they're going to get, that they have to show their more passionate side, but not passionate. Like, I always get this feeling of combativeness, or like being a fighter, like maybe their concept is a little bit like maybe like a strong women kind of vibe. So I don't know, that's the feeling I get, that they will have to show like a tougher side. So I don't know, I'm still waiting for them to release something so I can confirm or deny if my interpretation is right. But it's not the first time that I have the feeling that the new song or the new thing that they're going to release is going to be really powerful and impactful. Um, and also, the Tower is the last card, so he he definitely will put them to a test. In the sense that he wants them to break free from all conceptions of who they are as a group. He wants them to almost face like a rebirth, like being reborn again, like having a new identity, a new flavor, a new concept. He wants them to be really like be more impactful, like being able to deliver. Not It's not about being perfect, even it's not about being perfect, it's about being intense, it's about being passionate, it's about being courageous. So he wants the girls to be brave and to show this side of themselves. I believe that he wants them to start expressing their femininity a little bit more, but in a sense, just like young adults, like women, not like cute cute girls. No, he's not. He does not want that for them. He wants them to show a little more like a more mature sound and image so that they can approach and can get to an older audience, or maybe that their music can also inspire like more adult audience, like for example, like I don't know, like uh, older female, like when your music is like um it's like a reflection of women independency or something like that, or something that the grown up women would feel, like singing about that, like and like yes, like this strong kind of vibe, this strong independent women kind of vibe. So I don't know, that's what I'm getting, but he definitely wants them uh to break free and just destroy everything they had known before and start anew when it comes to their perceptions of who they are and what they can bring. So maybe that's why they are on this hold process, because he's like using their frustration so they can feel more, so they can feel hungry and like more like ambitious about making it, something like that. I don't know, but that's the feeling that I get. um I'm sure they have different types of ages of women, of female fans. So thank you guys, I'm going to leave it here because my battery is running out. So I hope that you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.